I welcome so much. So good to be here. Yay, we have made it to Equinox. So those of us who've been here on the quest, we have really been on a trip. I was so blessed to have seen that El Camino, uh, the it was a movie about them taking that walk because I had never heard of that pilgrimage. But what a special thing! And it was just so amazing to, and that's what it feels like. We have journeyed together, and it feels so wonderful to be here in this space. And today, as we see here on this beautiful wheel of the year, um, Rita is at Maybaum, so the autumn equinox, and we are at Ostera with the spring equinox. But we have come now a quarter of the way. Those of us in the Northern Hemisphere started at the Yule, and of course, Rita started at Litha, which is the summer solstice. But we have made it through to the next big. We passed through the minor keys here, Imbolc for us, and then Lammas for Rita. But we have just journeyed through this dark time and the beginning of the waking up, and then into this space that we're finding ourselves here now together at solstice, equinox. So this is our final scheduled Vision Quest session. And I've been guided to invite those of you who are in Vision Quest, but not a member of the Sophia Temple, to join us for the next full moon and then the next dark moon, which is going to be a second dark moon in Aries. There are 13 moons in every cycle, and this year they just happen to be in Aries, which is not surprising because we've had this major theme around new beginnings, starting over, like wiping the slate clean, all of those pieces. And as you'll hear on the recording that I made for you, what is so unique about today and tomorrow, so dark moon, full new moon, and then this equinox, is the equinox is at 00 degrees Aries. And the full moon is exact at 00 degrees Aries. And the reason it's even more than just 0 degrees Aries, because although we only, especially when we're doing the numerology, we only look at the big point, the big degree. We don't do the other little piece. Usually they'll be at 0 degrees and 10. I don't know what those even are, whether they're seconds or whatever they are, but there's two more numbers that spans around until it would move to 1 degree. But these two major events, and what makes Aries even more strong, is that it's not just another sign, which is cool in itself, but Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So this whole thing is just like we're wiping the slate clean and beginning over. So as we're moving forward here this morning, or whatever time it is for you, I think we're all more, well, no, probably somebody might be at night, but so wherever you are, we're gonna open our circle. We're going to have our DNA rewinding, and it's a special one for this time, for this ending and conclusion of the Vision Quest to 2023, because we're going to unwind the remains of our old identity and our old selves and rewind into this new being that we have taken on. We have a really amazing white light oracle. You can see the card there. It is, I wrote down how to pronounce it, Yishi Sogyal 333. And it's this image of this amazing tiger, and it has a very potent message. And this tiger image, Yoshi Sogal, will stay with us through the entire Aries. So not just this month, but next month. So when we have the following new moon in Aries, which will be at 29 degrees, then we will have the whole healing and everything associated with this white light oracle. But today we have an invitation. So that's what we will begin here in the circle. Just inviting us all to take a deep breath in. Calling in our circle. Bringing our hands into prayer pose. Taking a deep breath in and out. Settling in here as we're gathering together. Another breath in. And as we exhale, allowing our hands to fall forward, imparting that time-space reality. Holding our arms out, allowing the past to be out past our left hand. And the future out past our right hand. Allowing all of those timelines to be tended to with great care and precision by all that is. Feeling here in between our hands, this space of now that we've created. And as we bring our hands back into prayer pose, knowing that this space, this moment remains around us. We talk often that the present moment is where all the power is. And as we are gathered here together, whether you're here live or whether you're listening to the replay, you are here with us this morning. Just plugging into this power. Beautiful. And as we sit, however you imagine our circle, I always have us sitting around a bonfire. We welcome in each other. We welcome in all of those who love us unconditionally. We call in our higher selves to be here with us today. We bow in namaste, greetings to our sisters, those to the left of us, those to the right, and those across the circle that we vision through the flames. And in this quiet, sacred space, imagining that this power and energy of the white light oracle, the Yeshi Sagyal, this tiger is moving among us. Aries is connected to Mars. Mars is a sacred warrior. Imagining this tiger energy is the energy of the sacred warrior. The energy of courage, power, strength. The message that is brought to us today by Yishi Sagyal. You shall overcome all obstacles. Success is imminent, so stay connected to your path no matter what, and continue to apply yourself. Allow your spiritual path to support you in all areas of your life. Live by your spiritual beliefs. Seek out the support of your spiritual brothers and sisters for help when needed, but also trust that you are intimately and directly connected to the powerful divine light within. There can be a dramatic healing breakthrough when you rely upon your spiritual connection. As we have journeyed this path, this trail of the vision quest, we stepped out onto it at solstice 3 months ago. Some of us pretty much knowing where we wanted to go. Some of us wondering where we were headed. And all of us having had experiences that we could have never foreseen. Our hearts have been cracked open. Our minds have been enlightened. Our bodies have integrated this new found energy. And you are not where you were in December. And you are not where you will be in the coming December. But on this day, in this moment, we are exactly where we are to be. No matter what may feel undone yet, no matter how far we've come, how far we have to go, we can rest in this knowing that all is as it is to be, and all is well. I'm calling upon our healing guides, beautiful, powerful Archangel Michael and Joan of Arc, and bringing forth the pendulum at this point to unwind our DNA, unwinding not just our etherical or spiritual or soul DNA, but literally our physical DNA. In this safe and sacred space, we are willing to allow our DNA to be unwound by the Holy One, the Spirit of all it is, the Creator. Unwinding any pieces that are hanging on tightly of our old identity, of what got us this far. And we are grateful to all pieces and parts of ourselves. But these pieces and parts, they have completed their work. And we bid them a fond and loving farewell. Unwinding. Unwinding last vestiges of fear, the vestiges of our societal training that has kept us small, kept us scared, kept us quiet. Unwinding. Allowing all of that to be released, cleared and healed. As the pendulum begins to slow, we know that we are ready and open for the rewinding, to allow our DNA to more clearly and closely align with who we now are. Rewinding with this knowing and feeling, the sensing of our innate power. Rewinding, feeling the joy and pleasure of being who we are. Feeling the true power that we possess. It has been ours all along, and now we have even greater access to this energy. We are more and more and more aligned with our authenticity, with our soul. We rewind and align our etheric DNA, our soul DNA, our physical DNA, stepping into this self, this identity that used to be our future self. And now we find that it is our today's self, our right this moment identity. And as we are rewinding the DNA, Sophia wants to bring forth a beautiful light code activation to flip on all of the switches of this new identity, bringing it totally online for you so that you have access to it all. Nyashanya harada biki tripita. Lelele buktian nalala tiarada. Malalele koma shanya taha karati tiarada. Jalalulu kamaradi shanase etadadi temokaratecha. Jalalulu kanatata. Liana hede hedoka. Ocha natali dianada. Manalaliu bona titi canadianada. Yashanyada kati lalele borada. Edeborada. Molelele kopata. Kelelele put niana de kiria. Lanana moda tricana liada. Eshiria liana da takara. Shalalele kanadi yetadiada. Pendulum has come to a stop from its rewinding work. Ask if we complete. A beautiful, strong yes. And thank you to all the guides for their help. Thank you, thank you. Today is our, I'll say habit, it's not the right word, ritual for sacred pauses. We're going to enjoy a vision walk, knowing that as you step out onto this vision walk, you are stepping out as your new identity, which also means that you are going to be meeting with your higher self. And that higher self is going to be even further along than you are now, than you were, because you have now become your future self. I love that idea. So as we know, all the wisdom of the past, the present, and the future is contained within your real self. And this vision walk is a process to just move ego out of the way and get the mind out of the way and reconnect with this real, authentic you. The main purpose of the vision walk is not to answer questions or solve problems. It is to get you in touch with your deeper being. Every time we take one of these walks, you become better acquainted with the quality of your inner voice and learn a little bit more about living this authentic life. So during this meditation, we're going to become clear on the question, what is my next step? We're looking specifically at the next 6 weeks and 3 months. We'll have another sacred pause in 6 weeks, and then we will be back at solstice. So just looking at, as we complete the vision quest, we have done dreaming and dreaming. We have planted seeds. We have tended to them with love. And now it's time to grow these seeds. What is the next step? We will have a timer handy, so you can set it for 20 minutes. And we normally do 30, but let's do 20 today. It really will only take 5 to 15 minutes to receive your answer. But if the timer goes off, just come back to this space. There'll be some follow-up questions ready for you to capture what you received. So let's begin by taking another deep breath in And relax as you let it out. And another deep breath in. As we let it out. And begin to see and feel the light of your spirit as a luminous egg, shimmering silvery gold, extending about a foot beyond your physical form. It's protecting and soothing and bathing your body in the light of the real you. This luminous egg is fed by the light of the sun and the spirit that moves through all things. And as you inhale your next breath, breathe in this light that surrounds your body, feeling it as it enters your lungs and moves into your bloodstream. Feel this light as it rushes into your heart. Feel it as it's pumped into your arteries and capillaries that feed your physical body. Let this light penetrate, permeate every organ, every bone, every muscle, every cell of your body. As you breathe in, allow yourself to be nourished by this light. As you breathe out, release any cares about the past or the future, any sense of worry or concern, any sadness or darkness or fear. Breathe in the wonderful, renewing, rejuvenating life force. And again, breathe out all that does not need to remain. And allow yourself to simply sink down, down, down into the ocean of your own deep consciousness. Now you are completely relaxed and in a deep state of inner peace. Now imagine that you find yourself in a control room. This control room is filled with telephones and computer consoles and blinking lights. There are also people typing and talking and rushing to and fro. Take a moment to observe this space. Feel the amazing energy and activity here. For this is the control room of your mind. And it's time to turn it off just for a few moments. The main power switch is over there on the wall next to the elevator. Walk over to the power switch. Perfect. Now reach up with one hand, grab hold of the switch, and pull it down. Watch the power go off in the control room. The lights dim and go out. The computer screens go blank. People sleep at their desks. All activity ceases. With the exception of a few blinking lights, it's dark now, and the mind is completely quiet. You won't be needing your mind for this exercise, but it'll still take care of your body while you're gone. And right next to the power switch is an elevator. with an open door. Go over to the elevator and step inside. Good. You're going to take the elevator down several floors. Just push the heart-shaped button on the console, the one that says Heart Chamber. That's it. And you're going down now, down into the heart chamber. Down, down, down. Good. You're gently descending into a space where you are always connected to your true self, the real you. You're about to enter a very special room, a place of infinite peace and joy, a place of unbounded creativity and wisdom. You can already feel the energy of this wondrous, beautiful space emanating from the chamber as the elevator comes to a gentle stop. The elevator door now opens, and you rejoice as you step slowly into your heart chamber. You feel bathed in peace and love. Allow yourself to feel the deep joy of this homecoming. Now walk deeper into this space of truth. Take your time. Notice what the chamber looks like. Notice how it feels. Allow yourself to absorb its wonderful energy. This is the core of your being, the heart of the real you. Take another moment to savor this room. Feel your intimate connection to the earth and all creation, to plants and animals, planets and stars. Feel your oneness with and deep love for all humanity. Notice there are portals to the past and to the future. Gaze at the magical doorways that give you access to all of the wisdom of the universe. Now look toward the middle of your heart chamber. In the very center, you see a plush, reclining couch, perfectly formed to fit your body. Glide over and take a closer look. Notice the color, the shape, the texture of the couch. Reach out and feel its softness. Now sit back in the couch. Just sink into it and observe your chamber. Have you ever felt so deeply peaceful and relaxed? As you lie back on the couch, close your eyes and allow yourself to formulate your question regarding your next steps. Keep it short and simple. This is the question that is most important to you, the question you most want to answer right now. You know what it is. If you think you've forgotten, just relax and it'll come to you. During the next few minutes, allow that question to become a part of you. Focus on your question and nothing else. Dwell on it, feel it, repeat it over and over like a mantra, allowing it to permeate your whole body. Allow it to seep into every cell. Become your question. We're going to take 2 or 3 minutes here in silence to allow you to do that, to become your question. Okay, beautiful. Now that your question is very clear, and now that it is contained within your entire body, begin to draw the energy of your question into your lung area. So with each in-breath, see and feel the energy of your question pulling in from your extremities and compacting into your lungs. It's coming in now from your fingers and toes, from your arms and your legs, from your head, your chest, your abdomen. The energy of your question pulls in and compacts into a ball in the center of your lungs. Notice its color and shape. Notice how it spins as it draws more energy into itself. Keep drawing it in until all of the energy of your question is contained within this ball in the center of your lungs. Now, all of the energy of your question is inside your lungs. Another breath, just noticing it there, feeling it there. And now imagine that you're holding a deflated yellow balloon in the fingers of one hand, a flat yellow deflated balloon. You can feel the rubbery texture in your fingers. And when you're ready, lift the balloon to your lips and blow the energy of your question into it. That's right. Just blow up the balloon. The energy of your question is leaving your lungs and filling the balloon like helium. Feel it going out and watch the balloon expand as you blow. 3 or 4 good breaths should do it. That's it. Now this balloon is fully inflated and all the energy of your question is inside. And already you can feel the balloon straining to lift into the sky. But hold on to it for just a minute more, because you want to tie a knot in the balloon before you let it go. Feeling the texture of the balloon in your hands. Hear the rubbery, hollow sound of your fingers scraping against the fully inflated balloon. Next, imagine that there are some colorful streamers attached to the balloon so that it will be more visible in the air. Oh, your balloon is straining to take off now. But before you let it go, notice your question is written clearly on the side in big, bold letters. Now at last, hold your decorated balloon aloft in your fingers and let it go. There it goes. Look, up into the sky. Watch it sail away. Up, up, up. It's bobbing and sailing on the wind now, up into the clouds. It's getting smaller now, smaller as it rises into the clear blue sky. The writing is barely visible now. It's getting smaller and smaller. Your balloon becomes a dot and disappears. At last, your question has been released. It has been sent and delivered to the source where all questions are immediately answered. It's as easy as ask and receive. The answer to your question has already been sent. All you have to do is find it. So in a moment, you're going to open your eyes and listen to your heart. If your heart tells you to meditate, then stay where you are and meditate. If it tells you to get up and wander outside, then wander outside. If it shares just stay inside, then you'll glide from room to room. Walk as though you're floating in a dream. Be relaxed but attentive to the things around you, and you will receive your answer in a way that is just right for you. It will be given in something you see or hear, smell or taste or touch. Maybe even something you feel or are called to do. Don't prejudge how your answer will come. No, it will be very specific. It will be clear and unmistakable. Now open your eyes and prepare to begin your walk. Vision walk for 5 to 15 minutes, but no more than 20. Go ahead and set your timer so you're not worried about what time it is. When you get your answer, just take a moment to savor it. Feel the magic and the wonder of the process of connecting with this wisdom, appreciating the wisdom of the real you, the no self that is unbound by time, space, or other limitations. Open your heart in gratitude. Then return here and journal about your experience, which with the prompts that will be waiting for you. After you complete gathering your experience, share in chat that you're complete. And when everyone is ready, those who wish can share their experiences. So let's begin. Start your timer and enjoy your walk. We have about 3 minutes to completion. So if you want to, if you have completed, go ahead and drop it in chat. Otherwise, we just have a few more minutes. Beautiful. Coming back together. Glad to see Rolla is here. I didn't mention the time change again, so sorry, but you will have the replay. So, oh, if everybody got theirs as fast as I got mine and Phyllis got hers, it's like, wow. So, what I was thinking I would like to do is, while we're kind of already in this dreamy-ish state, let's go ahead and pop out our intuitive art. And whether we get further guidance on what we just received, or for me, I'm going to go for a visual representation of what I received. Rolla, the main question we asked was, we've come this 3 months, and now we're going the next 3. What's the next step? And we're pulling that in, of course, from our higher guidance. So if you want to do an art piece or a little journaling piece, that would be perfect. You are completely caught up. Phyllis, while Dina and Rita are wrapping up, would you like to share what you received, your answer, and then what you got from your art?
Yes. So my question was, what's my next step to healing my arm, wrist, hand, and fingers back to their original full functioning?
Mhm.
And then I was guided to wander from room to room, and I got to my bedroom, and a friend of mine had given me some lotion, rose oil lotion. And what I got was to massage everything. And so I did, because I had time.
Might as well take action, right?
That's right. And I got the message to do that 3 times a day. So I shall.
Wonderful.
And then my drawing, if you can see, there's a big yellow star in the middle. And then these 5 lines here and 5 lines here. And the yellow represents new beginnings.
Yay!
How about that? Letting go and transforming. And then these blue lines here are emanating joy. And these are emanating being me. Purple is the color of being me.
Wow.
So
that's perfect, isn't it?
Shine brightly is the message I'm getting.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rolla, did you get a drawing? What came? What'd you get? It's always fun. It's like Christmas.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I'm an hour late. I didn't realize. I mean, I knew the time had changed, but it didn't settle in my consciousness. Anyway, so there it is. So here I am. Amazing. Very similar to Phyllis, and it was a star, very specifically a star. And it's interesting. Next week, I am giving a TEDx talk. It'll be my second TED talk. And it really feels just so fitting energetically, like kind of coming out of the winter hibernation. I'm going to be traveling after like 4 months of being literally basically just in my house, and then onto a global stage. And so it really feels like in sync with the transition of the energy right now. This week literally feels like the kind of, I want to say the calm before the storm, but the pause before it's sort of really going into action. And I have a line in my talk where it says, out of my valley of darkness, I've emerged a healing presence, a North Star, to guide others during the dark night of their soul back to their oneness. And so this idea of just shining brightly, being the star, being radiant, and I feel like the whole message, which was unexpected for me from this sort of vision quest, was not so much about me getting a plan that I'm now going to go forward and I'm going to make happen, but it was this big ass like surrender to the plan, to the vision, to being guided, to trusting like that there is a masterpiece and there is a vision, and there is a plan, and you don't know all of the details, but your next step is to get onto that stage, give an incredible talk, and I trust that that is somehow part of what is coming next, the sharing that I need to be doing via more speaking, writing, podcasting. So it feels like it's going to be a catalytic step.
What came to my mind, because I live in Florida, so I've been around the astronauts and the rockets and all that in my life. But when you were saying, the calm before the storm, but it's the time before blast off when all of the engines are revving. And there's I mean, I can feel all this movement inside, you know, and so we're revving our engines for this blast off, and you know, you're launching off for your TED Talk, and then wherever all the rest of us are launching off to, you know, but we're just sitting here now in this moment, and there's this rumbling, and it's not that we're holding back, you know, there's none of that. We're just revving our engines to have the power to move forward. And that's really, Sophia is saying, what we've done through the Vision Quest. And I know if any of y'all are like me, somewhere along, you know, the beginning of February, it's like, are we gonna get going or not? Can we get done with this thing and move on? But we didn't have the power for it. So Aries hits. And now Aries is going to kick us out of the nest, whether we want to go or not. So we're all standing on the edge of the nest with our wings spread out, waiting to be launched because of what we've done in the quest. Oh, Rita, would you like to share what you received in your picture? Ooh, you always have the coolest pictures.
Starting off with a lovely pink triangle, pyramid.
I'll say looks like a double pyramid to me.
And then with of course, the spiral going, just keeping on going on. And the bubble, sorry, it's a blue balloon, not a yellow one. But just a sense of coming together in things like just my intuition and communicating with people in my life and trusting myself, and I just feel peace and harmony, and it feels good.
It is. I love it. Y'all are going to laugh when you finally see mine. Dina, how about you?
Okay, so I didn't do an art because at the last minute I couldn't find the paper, so I decided to do a journal. Okay, so my question was, what is my next step on my spiritual path? And so in the journal, I went to a conversation to ask, did I interpret it correctly? And I was asked, what did you interpret? So then I put down that as I was walking through our apartment, in my room, I saw my book that I published, and I saw Soul Purpose Publishing. And of course, I have a poster of hearts where I put in the authors. I've got a vision board where I put on the books, but it all caught my eye, and sort of a peaceful feeling, you know, not a sort of resistance or something. I also saw a picture of, I have a pillow in my room with a definition of family. Got that, and then of course again on my vision board as well, there's a picture of the kids, and so definitely be more involved with the children. And I also put a picture on there about someone at a retreat, you know, a lone woman sitting there, and got the message there, yes, I am continuing by myself. And then a little statue of Buddha that tells me to continue to contemplate, as well as my journal. Continue with this that I've already started with to know more about myself. And on my journal is a painting of Jack Vetriano, this famous painting that I have painted. And it also showed me to play more, to really do that. A star, I saw a star on a mirror that shows me to share my wisdom. So I asked, did I interpret it correctly? And the answer I got was yes. And the walking itself also represent being present to guidance. You are guided and you will be guided. So that is what I got.
Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Thank you. So I didn't even get out of the office when I got up to go walk because I got stopped by this little picture. And I mean, I've had it forever and ever. Amen. Let's see if there's a date on the back. No, there's 5 years at least of dust on it. But what it says is, let yourself have great big dreams. That way you can grow into them. And so the message is, I'm not supposed to know how I'm going to do all the things I'm doing. That's immaterial. I'm just going to do them. And so, hearkening to two of y'all's drawings, I got these. I knew they were balloons when I drew them. There's 5. Somebody else had 5. I think you 5 rays, Phyllis. And then I came back and I put the strings on them. Yeah, anywho. That didn't work. And then this color up the top. And then this was a smile. When I put it on, I knew it wasn't like grounded across. It was just a smile. So the colors were important because the balloons are vermilion. So what I always do is, because I use this particular type of color, and so it has all these colors. If I like, what is vermilion made of? It's 2 shades of red and white. And red for me is fiery, alive, and joyous, and white is spirit. So as I am just taking off with these balloons, maybe that's why the cords are not attached to them anymore. Because I could have drawn it and put the cord on it, but no, it wanted to be. And because they're cut loose. Not that they're not grounded, but they've been set free to do what they're supposed to do. Woo, thank you. And you know, the more you talk, the more you learn. That's my theory. But the other piece is what I love is this kind of overshadowing piece here. That's my Payne's gray, which is creativity. So keeping creativity in everything I do. And like, I know the next steps that I think I'm supposed to take, and I could very easily slip into the doo-doo. And I've got to allow the time and the space for the creativity, even if it feels like I'm being late. And then the big smile is blue, serene and peaceful. So I can do all the things I'm going to do. I have set my dreams free. And these cords were in brown, which is funny. So they are grounding. And they are all laying on the ground. So they are still, you know, helping. But they're not holding anything back. I'm no longer holding back. And I can smile and be peaceful if I'll keep the creativity in it. So that's what I'm taking from my funny little Valentine here. I got your balloons. I got your rays. Didn't get a star, but so thank you. What I would like to do here, as in our closing minutes, is 2 things. I would love for you to share your experience with the quest. There is a form, there's a link in your playbook. It's also in that bottom panel of the portal. It is also an integration form. So not only will it let me know what you received, what I could do better to make it even more luscious next year, it will integrate for you what you got, because we've been on a long journey. We've traveled together now for 3 months. And so that's there available for you. For those of you who are not currently members of the Sophia Temple, you are invited to complete out this full moon and then the next new moon as our guests. And I'd love for you to join officially the Sophia Temple, which magically gets you a seat in Vision Quest 2024. So you will be all prepared. So obviously we're doing it again. It's like, man, this is a habit. I can't not do it. It's awesome. What else did I want to say to you about that? Okay. Any questions that y'all have about the Vision Quest itself, about the matrix, any pieces that you're feeling? I just don't think I quite got that yet. If there's any of that, today, or even as we go forward, if you have a question, shoot me an email or ask in the temple. Other people might have it as well. So at this point, does anybody have any questions about Vision Questy things? Yes, Rhoda.
I didn't have the chance to complete it, but I was looking at this last module that you had put up, and it was talking about the visualization. And I wasn't quite sure what I was meant to be visualizing.
Well, for you.
So I got the, do you know what I mean? I got the instructions, but is it like anything?
For me right now, if I was you, I'd be visualizing that TED Talk.
Okay.
I'd be visualizing you coming off the steps and the crowd is going mad. And you get home and you have, I have goosebumps everywhere. Your email has blown up with people wanting to connect with you and work with you. That's what you're visualizing. Visualize your next step. All of that was just how to do it really effectively. So, but yeah, it's your visualization. It's whatever you are doing next.
Okay, for the next step. Okay, fine, perfect. I wasn't sure if it was like something that we're meant to repeat for the whole year, like some kind of, but it's just the next step.
I would just do whatever's coming up. Whatever, yeah. Is that how did everybody else interpret it for yourselves? How do you feel like it? To me, that's what's more. Yeah, just like for you, it's the book was success. The success with Source is seeing that little beggar published. Woo!
Sold out.
Thousands of people help.
I'm
seeing my chapter being amazing and awesome.
Yes.
So just to say, yeah, that's what I would do. And you can always go, further out. It's not like you have to go, but it's like, what's going on that I'm excited about right now? What is it that I want? What is it I want to bring forth? And then do that in the visualization. And then as it comes true, you move on to your next thing. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to invite you to do now is, and I know we've shared, but y'all know me, I have to have a diamond. So wrapping this entire thing up, consider your diamonds for a moment and let me close the records that we've been playing in, and then I'll be right back with you. Beautiful. Thank you. Rita, what's your diamond?
Me?
Yes. Yes, you.
I think being more centered in myself, and it just keeps going on. And yeah, it's that trust and having enough and belief that I can do something good.
Yes. And you have earned that, if I might put it that way. I mean, you have been diligent in being connected, staying connected, and growing this connection. So thank you. I'm so pleased. Oh,
You-
Phyllis, what's your diamond?
My diamond is the message to be me, whatever that might be. I'm transforming and growing into it, and it's getting pretty exciting.
Yes, I'm excited too. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Dina.
My diamond is that I'm exactly where I need to be.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes it's hard for me to remember that. I'm growing into it. I'm going to keep this right there. Rolo, what's your diamond?
Again, I had a vision of that star in that I'm a guide and I'm being guided. It was this idea of being part of a cosmic plan. So
Yes. Oh, I can't wait for you to hear the teaching and then also the beginning of this, because that's like what the energy is, that we are an indispensable part of the cosmic plan. That's just who we are. So when we start going, oh, well, now wait, an indispensable part of the cosmic plan. Oh, beautiful. So as we now go forth into 2023, woo, we're going to take our first steps based on our answers, based on, it's like we've built these steps through the whole quest, and now we're at the top. We're going to watch our lives change throughout the rest of this year and the ripple effect forever. Oh, so beautiful to be here with you all. So knowing that we have done all of our, shifted our DNA and our identities and everything else, we are entirely new people. Urging, drink water. Water. Expansion is thirsty work. So drink plenty of water. Listen to your body. Do whatever it wants. Take a nap, take a shower, take a walk, whatever it needs. So we want to integrate all of this learning down into our physical bodies. So before we close the circle, let's return to energy. Any energy in your field that belongs to someone else, we return it to sender with love and consciousness. And a deep breath in. Return the energy. Any energy in your field that belongs to something else, we're just going to let all that go, be transmuted into love. Deep breath in. Releasing it all. Beautiful. Now calling your energy back home. A deep breath in. Sensing, feeling, knowing that it's riding your breath back to your field. Again. Sensing, feeling, knowing that it's settling in right where it belongs. And one final time. Ending in a hug. And letting all of that energy that is returned to your field know, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We thank all of those who have joined us today in our circle, all of our higher selves who have played the game, that beautiful tiger energy, Archangel Michael, Joan of Arc, and each and every one of our special guides who have been here in the circle with us. Thank you, thank you. And we thank all of our sisters who are here with us, live or by spirit. We appreciate you being here. Thank you. And it's with double joy to close not only this circle for the sacred pause of the equinox and dark moon of Aries, but also to officially close the Vision Quest 2023, knowing that we have only just begun. Namaste, my friends.
Stay.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you, Roz. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.